And we are back on this Friday morning, rainy Friday morning, but don't worry, Saturday will be gorgeous. Get out and do all the things you want to do. And I understand a football game starts at 2:30, so you want to watch that too. And how did I know that? Miss Charlotte is with me this morning. Taunton and Christian, how are you?
Good, but it's Tennessee and Florida that starts at 2:30.
Tennessee and Florida starts at 2:30. A lot of people will be watching that.
That's right.
They want to see Tennessee get beat? No comment.
No comment.
Okay. Well, we're up here to talk about some serious issues. Charlotte Christian, of course, is an attorney here in Athens, and if you can hear me, no matter what city you're in, she's definitely available to help you and protect your rights. Now, Charlotte, you want to talk about divorces today because that's kind of our thing up here. Unfortunately, so many people get a divorce, but we've actually had some questions asked us, and we're going to ask you a couple of these. Hope they're okay. The first one we've got this morning is the most common complaint that people hear when they're talking about lawyers is that they didn't return phone calls quickly. Of course, everyone thinks their case is so important. The second most common complaint is that they didn't pay enough attention to their case. These are valid concerns.
Absolutely.
The big thing is returning phone calls. What does Taunton and Christian do in that case?
We absolutely try to return every telephone call that is made to us within a day. Now, you know, there are times if we're in court, if I'm in court, from the time I get to the office to the time I get back, it's going to be hard for me to call you, you know, immediately or...
So within 48 to 72 hours, there's
absolutely.
a phone call return.
And, you know, I have an assistant who's actually in my physical office, and she, you know, she knows what's going on with the file. She knows, you know, every way that she can to help you.
So she can answer some questions as well.
Answer questions as well, yes.
Okay, write down this number, 233-7772, because, of course, you never know when you need an attorney. When you need one then, so you want to give them a call. Another one we have here is choosing the right lawyer is so important because there are so many out there to choose from, but I want to feel comfortable with my attorney. What do we do here?
Absolutely. I think that the most important thing is to actually make an appointment and go sit down and talk to your lawyer. Say, this is my problem, you know, spend some time. If the lawyer's not willing to spend time with you, then you've got to question, is this person going to be willing to spend time with me? Because you may be with them a year, 2 years, you know, it could be longer.
You never know how long it takes.
You never know how long it's going to take. So you want somebody that when you go in that you're comfortable with, that you don't have any questions about, that you're comfortable with what they tell you, with advice that they give you, and how they handle you from the very beginning. You want that comfort level.
Another thing here is, are you able to schedule an appointment with that attorney quickly? Because some attorneys, I know it takes 3 months before you can even get in to see them. What is it in your case?
We make every effort to see a client. You know, it's based on the circumstance. If it's something that, if they've just found out their spouse is cheating, for example, or if their spouse, they've just gotten served with divorce papers, it's very important for us to try to get to them quickly because they need our advice.
And you only have a certain amount of time to respond.
Absolutely. You have 30 days to respond to a complaint. But, you know, you need us in, and we try to get you in immediately, if not sooner.
So your firm is available to get clients in well within that time frame?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's important to know, too, because believe me, if you've called attorneys looking for one, you know, you want to make sure you can get in to see one.
We'll stay later. We're not going to just leave at 5 o'clock because it's 5 o'clock. We're not going to just close the door.
So you're not afraid to work past 5
No, I mean, if you tell me you need to see me at 9 o'clock, I'll be there.
All right, nice. 233-7772. Okay, here's another one for you. What are some of the things I can expect to happen once a divorce is filed or once I've been served?
Well, as you just stated, once a complaint is filed, you have 30 days from the date that the person was served, your spouse was served, and then you'll have to answer that complaint within 30 days or you'll have a default filed against you. So once it's filed, then your lawyer will answer for you, and then after that you'll start discovery. Hopefully your lawyer will have fixed I call it a case map for you, and that's specific to you and to your facts and to your situation. And then you'll follow that. You'll start that with discovery. You'll do interrogatories. You'll do depositions.
Kind of like a checklist.
Right.
You've got to go through this process before you can get in front of a judge.
But the checklist has to be set up specific for you because your situation may be different than Jane Doe's.
So it's not just a standard thing.
No, there's not. Nothing is standard. Nothing is standard.
Nothing standard, no. Especially in divorces, because a lot of it depends on too what your spouse is countering with and how much fighting is going to take place.
We start from day one planning as if the case were going to go to trial. We hope that we can resolve it before that fact, but we start before that time. Excuse me, but we plan as if it's going to go to trial from the day you come in. You get a trial notebook, and we set you up as if you're going to trial, so that everything is is patterned out for you.
What do you do when a client is so mad because their spouse or soon-to-be ex-spouse lied? That has to make someone go through the roof. I know in our personal case, we've certainly heard a lot of lies.
Well, you know, most of the time when somebody lies, you can prove that they've lied. And
oh, it feels good to prove it. Sometimes you can't, though.
You know, if you can't, you can't. You've got to make every effort to find a way to prove that they did.
All right.
Absolutely.
Save all those emails, save all those letters, because they'll come back and bite someone in the butt later.
Save everything. Absolutely.
And never leave a message.
Mm-hmm. No
Okay, that's right. And don't lose your temper.
Don't get personal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to get personal. All right. Well, if you're looking, you know, unfortunately, if you are going through a divorce, call Charlotte Christian. She'll definitely be able to help you. 233-7772.